What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Real with another edition of Tea Spilling. I want to go ahead and start with some announcements. First and foremost, I know y'all can hear. Okay, for those of y'all that regularly watch me, y'all can hear how raspy my motherfucking voice is. Sound like a motherfucker been sitting here smoking 3 packs a motherfucking day and shit. Look, your boy been sick, alright? Like, get y'all a quick backstory. Like 2 weeks ago, I went out with some friends, and I normally, like, it's been a while, so I've eaten some street vendor food here in Korea. It's been a while. So I decided to eat some food out in the Ville. Well, let's just say, the next day, everything was coming up. It got to a point where I was literally, like, dry heaving and puking up, bile and everything, so I would have to drink water just to make the throwing up a hell of a lot more pleasant. And trust me when I say that shit was not pleasant. Pretty much that was like I think I would assume either I would have food poisoning or 24-hour bug, probably food poisoning. But they kind of, fucked up, my tonsils a little bit. And then, pretty much a week ago, well, it's like, Sunday now here in Korea. So last Saturday, I actually started feeling an itch on my throat, and my dumb ass, instead of doing the right thing and, going out to getting some shit, I didn't do it. I had my reasons. And let's just say slowly but surely, it got so bad that Monday, pretty much, I had no fucking voice, and even when they ain't got my throat checked out, I was just like, your tonsils are red. He wasn't being a dick, but I almost want to say no shit, fucking Sherlock. But, that's not here nor there. So if y'all have been wondering, where the recap's been, I mean, for those who've been following me on Twitter, like I said, I've been keeping y'all updated. Again, y'all need to follow me on Twitter so y'all get all the damn updates, more or less, with the recaps and my health, if you will. But that's pretty much where I've been sick and trying to get my voice back. My voice is not 100%, as y'all can tell. If this y'all first time watching me, trust me, this rasp normally how it is, all right. And the part, and like I said, I'm kind of holding the mic to my mouth because I don't know how this is going to sound, so I'm just saying. But for the next couple of recaps, expect my voice to be raspy as shit. Okay. So, as always, I got the tea now. Before I get into this recap, unfortunately, I ain't sipping Long Island today because I need to get my voice. So I got this big-ass jug of that Lipton. Got me some Lipton with some honey and some motherfucking lemon. Yeah, that's that good shit right there. And I got my vape. It's right here, but I'm not going to be using this thing today. I guarantee you, if I hit that motherfucker, it's going to sound like I took a hit off of blood. And yeah, that's not good. That's not cool, y'all. So, gonna go ahead and do this recap. So this is Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 7, episode 12. Just when I say this shit was boring in the motherfucker, I didn't get nothing. I got no life. I pretty much got death out of the motherfucking episode. I'm going to do what I can to make this shit lively. I probably can't do much with it. But I'm going to just tell y'all what the fuck I saw. So, before I even get started, you see more or less just 2 different sets of people telling their sides of their respective stories. Okay? And you have Nene telling Greg, and then you have Cynthia telling Mallory and Peter. The only other person that told their side of the story that we don't see until later is Phaedra. Kandi didn't tell her side because I'm pretty sure she was talking with Todd the whole motherfucking time. And I guess they weren't trying to play her shit up. Let's see. Not Kandi. Kenya. Who the fuck Miss Twirl gonna tell? Because, I mean, fuck. The only other person she really got in her crew is motherfucking Brandon. Twirl on that. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Claudia. Who the fuck Claudia gonna tell? I mean, she pretty much said she ain't got no motherfucking friends. So, I mean, shit, anybody that she can talk to about it, she can already talk to about it. And then we got Portia. And like I said, I'm about done with that whole, like I said, I hate no one, but with this particular individual, all I'm going to say is this. I thank you for the charity. I thank you for making yourself look dumb on TV without a peach for free. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure everybody else do. Thank you. But don't nobody really care about her. So you got Nene talking to Greg. And, Nene, she's telling the truth, but she's playing a lot of what she said and what she did down, which I don't really appreciate. Because I'm one of those where if you're going to tell a story, tell a motherfucking story. Tell the good, the bad, and the ugly, and let the other person, you know, be the judge. Of course, we all want somebody to side with us, but just tell the motherfucking story, because, you know, she was just like, well, you know, I had asked her if she had a brain, and, you know, she, you know, and it was like, that ain't how the fuck the shit came out, okay? You know, just the way her delivery and how she's presenting it, two totally different type of fucking things, I'm just saying. And, you know, Nene is just like, you know, I'm so proud of you, and, you know, I want to build you afloat. Now, I just want to take a second to talk about Greg. Greg. What the fuck did happen to you? Is what the fuck I want to know. Because in the very beginning, Greg was that dude. You know, he ran shit. You know, pretty much put the shit on the motherfucker. That was Greg. This motherfucking Greg I see now, I don't know who the fuck this motherfucker is. First and foremost, you sit here trying to squeeze your ass in this motherfucking vehicle. All I'm going to say is if this is truly one of them, you know, whips that Nene was talking about, y'all need to go ahead and get y'all big on pen, because you looking extra small. Okay, you looking extra tight in this motherfucking vehicle, number one. Number two, it's just like, it seemed like you and Nene didn't switch motherfucking body parts and shit, because it seemed like, you know, she the man, you the bitch. It's like, oh, like, dude, come on, man, you doing too much. You doing awfully too much. It's because it seems since she blew up and you fell off, that it's just like, oh, I need to hold on to this. I need to keep this. Like, dude, I'm all for lovey-dovey. Real talk, I am. But yeah, you starting to act like a little bitch, bro. I'm just saying, you know, shit. If we finna sit here and we finna call Peter Patricia, I don't know. We need to call your ass Gina, Gloria, something. Motherfucker, your ass need a peach too. I'm just saying, because I'm not getting nothing manly out of your ass this motherfucking season. Alright, because the only time your ass manned up last fucking season was sit here and, you know, try to put them paws on Peter. And truth be told, Peter about to knock your ass smooth the fuck out. I'm just saying. So we can sit and call Peter Patricia all motherfucking day long, but Patricia got more balls than fucking Gloria. I'm gonna start calling Greg Gloria. If y'all got a better name, put that shit in the comment box. So, done with them. Get to Mallory, Cynthia, and Peter. So, you know, Cynthia, you know, makes Portia out to be a little puppy dog, saying, you know, she a little lap dog and shit. All right, look, Cynthia, let's not forget, just a couple motherfucking episodes ago, all the way back to, I think she came in season 3 or 4. That was you. So don't get the shit twisted. I'm happy. I'm happy you are liberated. Okay, you need to go ahead and do your CD called The Emancipation of Sin. Okay, you need to go ahead and do that. Holla at Mariah. Okay, go ahead and do you emancipated now. But don't sit here in front and act like you wasn't that same motherfucking lapdog now. So, you know, she begins to tell her story. But now she is telling her story in such a way to make Claudia look, you know, like she did absolutely nothing wrong. Now, here's the thing. Truth be told, both their asses were at fault. I mean, the females involved, they all were at fault. They could have been a hell of a lot more mature about it. Granted, I wouldn't have got the tea that I got, and the life would not have been rejuvenated inside my body. But, you know, it's just like, if you going to, like I said, again, you too, if you're going to tell a story, tell a motherfucking story, right? She even semi sort of kind of read Claudia talking about somehow, you know, because she didn't tell the story right, talking about somehow Nene said, you know, her pussy didn't collapse. I mean, I was just like, well, that's not what the fuck she said, but damn, it seemed like you trying to read this girl, but I whatever. So then they started talking about the motherfucking friendship contract, and Cynthia is like, no, I don't have it. So Mallory goes and finds the shit, because the shit been filed away, and, you know, she gets it. Cynthia takes it, crumbles it up, you know, throws it in the sink, lights the shit on fire, and, you know, she's like, it's done, friendship contract is done. Now, Cynthia. Boo boo, let me talk to you right quick, baby. I loves me some Cynthia. All right, I loves me some Cynthia. You one of the baddest bitches on the motherfucking show. I'm just saying, I love you, but you made yourself look real fucking pathetic right there. I didn't know what the fuck you was doing. First and foremost, the fact that you kept it, it does mean that you value that friendship, but that's also sort of kind of borderline stalkerish. You know, I'm gonna come get you in your sleep type shit. Just saying. But at the same exact time, it's just like you holding on to it made you look so damn pathetic, so damn weak. And then it's just like, you know, again, you could have just ripped the shit up, threw the shit away, and that just been the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a quick caveat, if you go to Mob Wives and the shit that popped off, you know, with old boy ratting and shit, you know, it was one of those where old girl took the motherfucking newspaper, ripped the shit up, threw the newspaper away. It wasn't off in the burn and shit, like, because you was being over dramatic with it. What I'm getting at is just like you doing too much and you making yourself look real foolish on camera. I just want to let you know that you made yourself look real motherfucking foolish, pathetic, desperate. I don't know. I'm just saying. So then we get to Kandi. Kandi goes see, you know, Nurse Jackie, Dr. Jackie. No, I'm sorry, not nurse, doctor. I'm sorry, I did not. I ain't trying to take away nobody accolades. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine, by the way, they need to hurry to come back out with Married to Medicine. I need to see some more shady boots. But, you know, she goes to Dr. Jackie and pretty much says that, you know, she's been off birth control for a year. And, you know, she hasn't been able to get pregnant. And apparently she has all of her eggs. So she's trying to figure out where the disconnect is. Now, she with Todd, too. So it's her Todd, Dr. Jackie. Did y'all catch the shade? Because, you know, I've been on birth control for a year. I have all my eggs. So I'm trying to figure out what a disconnect is. You done tried it, Kandi. I love you too. You the reason why I started watching this shit. But you done tried it. And Nurse Jackie pretty much do some shade on Todd too. Like, it's probably you. Todd looking like, you ain't supposed to say that. You know, so she puts out 4 different type of storage things because they need to get a sperm assessment. I'm just looking like, Now I'm going to just do a on-the-screen confessional right quick. I have been celibate going on 14 years. It'll be 14 years in the next month and a half. Say what you want. But even with the biggest motherfucking bottle she had on the table, I don't think my ass could have filled that motherfucking thing up. I am just saying, okay? I was just looking like, yeah, you tripping. You tripping. But he goes and, you know, he provides a sample. We'll come back to them. So now you get Cynthia, and she's getting ready to go for the opening of Sports One that's going to be opening up in Charlotte. So she calls and she invites Kenya. Kenya, Miss Twirl, she doing the most, talking about somehow I need to be, you know, in the best hotel. You need to provide me hair, makeup, stuff. Bitch, please. That's all the fuck that happened there. So moving on. Phaedra is on the phone with Derrick J. Who cares? No one really cares about that. Excuse me. No one really cares about the little case that he has. No shade on him. I really don't care. I'm pretty sure no one else does. I'm pretty sure everybody has pretty much forgotten about it. Because, I mean, there's really no storyline there. I'm just saying. So her mom comes in, and they begin to talk about Apollo going to prison. And, you know, it kind of seems as if, you know, my dude's a little bit happy. Okay. And the mom is pretty much telling her, don't trip. And, you know, just pretty much says that, you know, things are going to get better. She even asks about the trip. So this is when Phaedra talks about the trip. And she pretty much says that it was all right. Drama happened, blah, blah, blah. But her and Nene are getting close. And Nene is kind of helping her in terms of what she should do with the kids and the transition that's going to happen. And blase, blase, blah. All right. That's pretty much it with them. You know, I'm going to wait because chances are I'm going to probably have to have a readathon probably at the end of this motherfucking series. Unless somebody shades the fuck out of Phaedra and her mama. At this damn reunion, I did say her mama. I'm going to have to say some shit, okay? Because all I'm going to say is this. I'm not going to go too deep right now. But for Regina to be a pastor, and for you, and you know, not everybody have the gift of discernment, okay? But this is your child. Everybody done said if she was not actively involved with Apollo's shit, that she knew something about it. Pretty sure this be your daughter, Miss Regina. You should know. You should have some inkling that, okay, something ain't quite right. Or if anything, I mean, the voice of the Lord should have came down and just be like, mm-mm-mm. But instead of you sitting here and calling your daughter out on some shit, you got her side, but you want to sit here and try to dog out Apollo. Alright, cool. But again, unless the shit really hits the fan before we get to the end, or unless somebody reads her ass before I fucking do, I'm reading that whole damn family. That's all the fuck I'm gonna say. So now we get to Apollo, Aiden, and Dylan. So, he's talking about the joy of picking up his kids from school and seeing them grow up, stop the presses. At first, in watching it, I got a little, I started to tear up a little bit. I started to feel it, because I'm all about, men being there and being fathers to their kids and trying to raise their kids up. I'm all for that. But here was the shit that blew me. So you love this. It's good for you. Nigga, why the fuck wasn't you thinking about that when you was out doing the shit that you was doing? See, here's the thing. Even going back early in the season when it was initially came out that he was going to get Aiden and everybody was just like, do they not realize that he a father? Here's a motherfucking deal. Dude, you a motherfucking repeat offender. You already did this motherfucking shit. And real talk, I don't think that the motherfucking judge should even take your children into consideration with your fucking sentencing. Because you had kids, give or take, prior to you starting this bullshit. Or even when the first one came and you were doing this shit, you should have fucking stopped. But you continued on doing it. I'm not finna have no motherfucking sympathy for you, bruh. Not none. Because if this means so much to you, you should have been thinking about that same exact motherfucking shit when you out here doing this dumb shit. Now here's the thing, I understand. Like I said, I grew up in the hood, not the ghetto. I wasn't in the ghetto, but I was in the hood. I grew up in the hood. I understand that, sometimes men have to go out and they gotta, sling and, do what they gotta do to try and provide for their children. If that is the only choice that is available to them. But nigga, you are on a motherfucking platform where you could have made money from somewhere. You getting a motherfucking check from being, with your wife who's on the motherfucking show. So there is no motherfucking reason you should have been doing this shit. So for this motherfucking reason, you should have been thinking about your children when you was doing this dumb shit. So if you want Yarrell, motherfucking Thomas, to sit here and have some motherfucking sympathy for you, and motherfucker, you can get the fuck off my damn screen. Just saying. But I just want to put that out there. So he's trying to talk to Aiden and try to break it down to him, but not really tell him what's going on, saying how if you do something wrong, what happened? You get punished. Okay, well, what do you think if mommy and daddy, if we do something wrong, you get punished too, but you say that forever? He's like, where? Time out. He's like, no, not forever. So he's trying to break it down to him, but, it's one of those things where, shit, this is almost like a tad bit too late, and probably both you and Phaedra should be doing this, but motherfucker, I digress. So he makes an apology to his kids on camera because at some point, yes, your children are going to see this. I would assume Aiden is maybe 2 or 3. I don't fucking know. Bad with ages. But let's just say 3. He got 8 years, so he'll probably be 11. I don't necessarily see an 11-year-old seeing the show, but in the event that it does happen, motherfucker could be 4. So let's just say 11, 12 years old, somewhere around that. I don't really see him seeing the show, but if he does, hey, he says apology on the show. So now you got Cynthia and Claudia. So Cynthia and Kenya. So Cynthia, shades Claudia, and she ain't even fucking there. Pretty much saying how she had to pack another motherfucking bag because of the simple fact that, she wants to try to make sure she gets a man. All you gotta do is just say, I packed another bag because the bitch don't know how to dress. Boom. That was it. That's all the fuck you had to say. But you try to low-key shade her, but yeah, you shaded her. So Claudia joins them. They get on the road. I'm finna speed through the road trip because it was just a whole lot of bullshit going on. They asking who all was invited. Cynthia pretty much kind of rolls down the list. Kandi can't come because of the fertility shit. Apparently she didn't call Nene. Good luck. And Phaedra was on the fence, so she calls Phaedra. And Phaedra's just like, oh, I forgot because I had a dentist appointment and, I got to lift up the Lord. Really? Really? So you have a dentist appointment that you can't cancel, but you forget about that. Mm-hmm. And you gotta lift up the Lord. Here's the thing: all these damn trips you done taken throughout the course of the season that you've been on this show, pretty sure it was probably about you probably missed the Bible study or two. Just saying. So I'm just saying, like, you know what? It's one of those things where it's like I'm really like I've already lost a whole lot of respect for Phaedra. Starting to even lose more because it's like, you know, again, y'all are adults, y'all are grown, y'all older than me. Okay, I'm fucking 28. Y'all older than me. Just own your shit. Yeah, I just can't go. I don't want to go. Done. I would accept the fact of, you know, like, I can't go because I don't have a babysitter for you. Like, I mean, at least give me something tangible. But even then, still, just tell the truth. I don't want to go. That's it. So, Phaedra begins to ask, okay, well, who else is going? Before Cynthia can say anything, Kenya kind of reaches her hand over and hits the damn end button. Thought that shit was funny. Personally, here's the thing. Part of me was like, damn, good reality TV. But the other part of me like, that shit rude in the motherfucker. Alright, especially because that shit was me. Don't touch my motherfucking phone. Real talk. Don't touch my shit. And even no matter how much you may dislike a person, that shit ain't cool. Alright, not pit. But she acted very immature at that point. So, let me see. There's that. So now we're almost at the end of this motherfucking recap, y'all. Yeah, I just got like 2 more pages, so I'm gonna try to breeze through this. But no, I got some shit I gotta say. I ain't gonna breeze through it. Hold on. So now we get to Kandi, and Kandi is with Kayla and Riley, and she tells them to help her clean out the cupboards because you know she wants to start eating more healthy. Riley starts to shade the mama, and I'm gonna just say this. I mean, I've been noticing more or less just with her attitude that doesn't sound like Kandi. You know, I don't get a whole lot of Kandi when I see Riley, but I get a whole lot of Mama Joyce whenever Riley opens her mouth. You know, and I mean, just that sense of self-entitlement. She's spoiled the whole motherfucking nine. Literally, I'm looking at a baby Mama Joyce. That's just me. Tell me how y'all feel about that. But she's just like, are you trying to lose weight? And Candy's sort of kind of like, yeah, but it's not just that. But, you know, me and Ty trying to work on a baby. Wouldn't y'all like to have another baby? Candy just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And, you know, Riley's like, you're a little old. Now, when I heard that, I straight looked at the motherfucking TV like, bitch. Like, that was me. Okay, like, I'm just saying that was me. You know, I'm looking at this little ass heifer just like, the fuck you just say? And, you know, of course, that's Kandi, little baby, so Kandi ain't finna sit here and, you know, go in on her. I would have. But, that happened, Ty rolls in, and then Kandi reveals in her confessional that the results came in, and that, Todd's swimmers are swimming. His soldiers are marching, ready to go to war. So, with that being said, you got all your eggs, his shit swimming. Yeah, no. Yeah. But I'm happy that his shit swimming because I didn't like because I really do feel I felt like they shaded the fuck out of him. So, good shit time. So they started talking about baby names and shit. I'm not finna get too deep into that. But here's the shit that got me. Riley was just like, because, you know, they want a boy. Todd and Kandi want a boy because, respectively, they both have girls. So they want a boy. Or if they have multiple kids, they want boys. They're tired of raising girls. So, he go around just like, well, if you have a boy and he's just like me, he'll be the perfect kid. Caleb, I would like if I had it up, I would probably try to do a screenshot so y'all can see Caleb get that bitch's eye. I just like, bitch, like I was there for that. I saw that. I picked that shit up right there, Caleb. I picked that up because I looked at her too, just like, what the fuck is perfect about you? I'm just saying. I'm not here to talk about nobody motherfucking kids because I ain't about that life. Okay? But I'm just saying. The shit on camera, so I mean on TV, so I'm fucking comment on it. And, you know, Kandi even talks it up. It's like, well, yeah, you know, because my baby perfect. She ain't all that damn perfect, boo-boo. Just saying. And she's all of 11. Big ass 11-year-old now. I'm just saying. But I digress. So Kandi then asks the girls if they've been talking. Kayla's just like, no, because somebody's always up in their room. And Kandi asks Riley if she standoffish, Kayla's just like, yeah. Because Riley's just like, no. And a lot of people have said this. I have not said it, but I do feel that what they're doing is not right with the girls. I understand they want them to get close, but the reality is when they saw themselves, Kandi and Todd, getting as close as they have gotten or were getting, that's when they should have brought the girls in, when they saw it going in that direction, or even when marriage was like in the thought process. They should have gotten the girls together, but not wait until now that we're married, let's try to blend families. It's just like, it doesn't quite work that way. It really doesn't. And it seems like they're trying to force it a little bit, and it's just like, let nature take its course. If they're meant to, be big sister, little sister, and it play out that way, then let it play out, but don't try to force it. So Todd's like, y'all should, open up and go places. Hey, go Riley, I felt that Joyce coming. Well, yeah, like London, Africa. Who the fuck finna pay for this shit? Like, I swear she feels so motherfucking self-entitled, like mama motherfucking Joyce. I'm telling y'all, but what she getting at is, I'll hang out with her, but it's gonna be in these spots. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm so done. And even, Kayla mentioned that she's tried to invite her out to do things. But, Riley's whole thing is like, well, I'm 11 and you're 18. It's a motherfucking thing. That shit right there is perfect. 18? Oh, shit, hell yeah. Go ahead, Because I'm just saying, Riley, you are a more developed 11-year-old. You better go ahead and tag along, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and step your game up, boo-boo. She 18. She can show you some shit. But they made a good point that when she get her license, I'm talking about Kayla here, that Riley gonna be all up. Like, sis, let's go out. I'll let you know right now. If that was me, and Riley had to pull that shit, I'd be like, no, stay your ass over here. Stay your ass at home. Go ahead. I'll tell ass, go ahead and pull a brand and sit up in your motherfucking room, bitch. That's what I'll say. So, we get to Claudia, Kenya, and Cynthia. So they're late. And, Claudia is the main focus because they just want to make her look so beautiful. Peter calls. He's upset, saying that there's a lot of people here that I wanted you to meet, and they're leaving because they don't want to sit here and wait like 4 hours. Kind of raises the idea of, was Cynthia and Cordell, because Cordell is the business partner in Sports One with Peter, trying to figure out if they were the, main attractions to come, where it's just like, yeah, Cordell's going to be here because he's part owner, and my wife is going to be, I wonder if that was, his way of trying to beef up the people to get there. Plus at the same time, one thing that did catch me the fuck off guard is how in the fuck is it that Cynthia is not there with Peter? And I understand he just got back from, Puerto Rico, but we had already seen prior in the episode that they were already talking about Puerto Rico. So why didn't they leave together? Probably was some rival shit. I don't know. So let me see. They finally get there. Cordell and Claudia, pretty much say that they've known each other 15 years because they didn't know that each other were going to be there. Cordell, boy, that he was laying his game down motherfucking strong, let me tell you. Okay. And you got Kenya ass over there instigating, really trying to push those two together. Now, we all know that she don't like Portia. So in my mind, I'm thinking that she's probably thinking in her mind, if I can get these two together, I can stir up some shit, have a storyline, because, if I can go off on a quick tangent, she really ain't got no motherfucking storyline right now, because she ain't beefing with Nene. Well, she is, but not really. Portia is no longer a part of the cast, so, she's making guest appearances, and your main storyline is about to go to jail, so you really ain't got shit. So I guess she's trying to forge herself a little piece of a storyline, but also trying to create one for Claudia, because we already know, outside of being able to read the motherfucker, Claudia ain't got shit. Not a damn thing. And, I think she's trying to, stir up some shit. Tell me what y'all think about that. So, let me see. Claudia is pretty much saying that she kind of has morals about this, where it's just like she doesn't want to do too much because she works with the ex. So she really doesn't want to try to step to him, but she also said the reality is she's not cool with Portia. So there's nothing wrong with her stepping to Cordell. But for moral reasons, she really just doesn't want to do that. And Peter started saying how she cute, and like he like it's almost just like he looked like, oh yeah, she cute. Now I will say, Cynthia, why the fuck you gave her that dress and you didn't wear it? I don't know, because this is your night too. You shouldn't have gave that dress to her, but you should have wore that dress. I'm just saying. But Peter was just kind of like, And Cynthia's just like, she ain't that damn cute. I stepped back, I rolled on that shit. Like, she ain't that damn cute. She aight. She aight. One of those just like, look, you here with me. Keep your eyes over here. And I mean, that was pretty much it. They start, everybody leaves. Claudia and Cordell sits there. They exchange numbers more or less. I guess she requests his. And she's telling him, you pretty much don't call me during booty call hours. And they take a selfie, or she takes the selfie, and they go their separate ways. Claudia sits with the rest of the girls, of course. Kenya still being her little, trifling ass self, still trying to stir us with shit, here's to the next, Mrs. Stewart, all that good shit. But that was pretty much the motherfucking episode. Hopefully I've made this reality for you guys a little bit more lively than what the episode actually was, because I guarantee, like, when I say this was a filler episode, this was a filler fucking episode. The previous episode was a filler episode. They could have taken both episodes, condensed it, and made that an hour. Okay. But it seems like the next episode, we about to get some juice, about to get a little bit of that, get some finger licking shit going on. Because I would assume that either that selfie that was taken with Claudia and Cordell either went viral, or someone, Cynthia, which would either be Cynthia, Cordell, Peter, or even Kenya, made mention that those two were real close, because Portia and Claudia will have to sit down. And next episode, give or take, Apollo is a couple of days from giving himself up, but we don't know if he's actually going or not. But there was like with the trailer for the entire season, there was a confrontation between the two, Apollo and Phaedra. So they didn't show it in the preview for the next episode, but shit might get real. So I'm actually looking forward to that. And like I said, I'll be watching that in, give or take, 26 hours from right now. And I'm probably going to enjoy the hell out of that. I will try my damn, actually it's probably going to be later, because I really do need to hit the gym up tomorrow now that I'm kind of feeling myself. I'm getting my voice back. Should be how I need to go ahead, get a little swole up in this bitch. But that's pretty much it, you guys. That's my recap. If you enjoy videos such as this, please thumbs them up. Give me a thumbs up. I'm all over the place, you guys. What else about that? Like I said, if you like the content of this video and others, please subscribe. Just to let you guys know, one, I'm waiting for you guys to send me questions, questions that you would like me to answer. Because like I said, not only am I trying to do a Q&A session, I'm also going to do like a roundtable discussion, get some of my buddies together, and we're just going to talk about topics that, we feel that need to be discussed, and get it from different perspectives, because my group of friends that I'm here with in Korea, we all have a different outlook. We all from different walks of life. So if you guys have any questions or any topics that you would like for us to cover, you can email me at spillingallthetea@gmail.com. Also follow me on Twitter. That's where you get the updates when these recaps are coming. What the hell's going on with me. Like for the past week, I've been up talking about that. If I've been watching something, I'm, you know, live tweeting. Again, I'm in Korea, so I watch the shit, you know, out at least about a good 14 hours later than when it releases. But you can follow me at Tea Spilling. So follow me there. And one quick thing that I do want to do is, you know, I want to encourage everybody to just support, you know, others out there doing, you know, the same type thing that I'm doing. You know, I watch other, you know, people doing their recaps because I really love watching, you know, the content and what they have. So I'm just going to give you guys some people to watch. Like I said, you are going to see some little external links somewhere up and through here. So, I mean, you have Ashley Miller, Closet Confessionals TV, D Miss. That boy right there, that boy can read. When I was watching him, I'm sitting here just like, damn, I don't want to be in his motherfucking crossfire because, man, this boy know how to read now. The Socialite Life with Socialite Sandy, love her. Smoke Break 314, Yoshi Swaggin, Do Tango, that's my boy. It's actually my boys Doe and Q. They just started this new thing called Vodka and Random Shit. They trying to get me on. I mean, I might do it, but their chemistry together is so great. Like, I don't know how my chemistry is gonna vibe with them because they've known each other a hot minute. But pretty much they drinking 100 proof vodka and talking about random shit, and it is completely random. And they just did their first video not too long ago. I know they're working on their second now. I want you guys to watch that. Like, that is some funny shit. And they even said that I inspired them to do it. So I was just like, yeah, revolution. And of course, I got to go ahead and give a shout out to Miss Squeaky Jones. I do want to say thank you for the love and support. And she actually gave me a shout out in one of her latest videos. You know, she commented on, you know, me being a little handsome thing. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And like I said, you guys, like I said, I watch all these people because they all give something different and they all have the different spark about them. And I'm pretty sure y'all probably watch me and other people. So, you know, please, you know, check some of them out. Some of them have been supporting myself as well. And yeah, with that being said, getting tongue tied now. I apologize for being late with all my recaps and everything, but like I said, I'm trying to hurry and get through them. I haven't quite decided yet, but there's a good chance that I'm going to do Marriage Boot Camp Reality Stars Season 2. And that's because Miss Selena Johnson, Chi-Town representing up in this bitch, she's on there, and, you know, it's getting kind of good. And the judge from Divorce Court was in the second episode, and I think because of her, it's some shit going down in that episode when I say some motherfuckers got red in that shit. Ooh, I was for that. I was there for it. I was feeling it. So there is a 90% chance that I will probably do a recap on that. Like I said, the 4th episode just recently aired, so I'll probably do a mash between episode 1 and 2, then do 3 and 4 separate. So there's a good chance for that. Watch out for it. Very soon you guys should see my Love and Hip Hop review. That should be up within the next several hours because I need to go back and rewatch it. Because I watched it, I didn't take notes. Who the hell does it? I don't know. But I'm going to do that. So I know it's probably been a long recap. But again, thank you guys for all the support. I love you guys. And until next time, hey, like I said, I spilled the tea. And hey, I want y'all to catch it. So until next time, y'all, peace.